Okay, welcome to the Chamber for Good Charity admin training video. This is where we're going to take the next 10 to 15 minutes and we'll take you into the charity backend system so that we can show you as charities, number one, how to get there, how to navigate your backend administrative system, how you can post needs and make changes to your profile and to your links and everything else. And then to be able to actually modify and delete posts as well, event posts or need posts. And so for today's, we're going to take a look at a particular charity that I'm very fond of in the Surprise Regional Chamber of Commerce, which is Dysart Community. And we're going to wander through that charity to be able to take a look at how we can go ahead and make changes and basically run our profile page. So I want to review how we got there in the first place. As a charity, you were most likely told about Chamber for Good from your local Chamber of Commerce, either sent you an email or told you about it, and you went on and you clicked on Add My Charity. Perhaps you haven't yet, but either way, the first place to start is by coming to your local Chamber for Good system. And usually that can be found by going to your local Chamber of Commerce website, clicking on the Give Local link, and that will take you to their Chamber for Good site. Here we're in the Surprise Regional Chamber of Commerce, one of the early adopters of Chamber for Good. And if I were to go up and click on the Add My Charity, I would be taken to the Submit Charity page. And it's important once you get here to recognize not only do you need to complete some information, but this shaded box, that is the eligibility statement that has been determined by your Chamber of Commerce. And so if you do not fit into this category, if you don't fit into this definition or eligibility statement, you are not eligible to be on the Chamber for Good site. And that's a conversation you'd need to have with your local Chamber of Commerce. Once you determine that you are, complete the information. Everything that is on this page can be edited as soon as you're approved. You can make changes and everything else. The only thing you can't change is the Chamber of Commerce that you're associated with here and your charity name. So charity name, you choose your username and password, phone number, website, address, all the basic information. Make sure your state is in there. The donation link, this is what it will link to. It'll say donate with a $ on your profile page, and it will go wherever you tell it to. So whether that's PayPal account, a Google checkout, or merchant gateway system, whatever it is, again, you control that. Contact name, email, phone, this is your Twitter feed, Facebook, YouTube feed. Make sure that you put the logo or photo, whatever it is that you want that represents what it is that you do. Description and mission, again, you can complete those and fill them out as much info as you want. It'll get a scroll bar at a certain point. And then choose the categories that pertain to yours and then click Add Charity. Now, most of you have probably already done that and you've received um, uh, your email letting you know that you've been approved. Once you've received that, and again, it validates and lets you know that username and password that you chose is active, and it gives it to you again. You'll come to this page, and again, this is coming from the home page of your local chamber. It's simply coming down and clicking on Charity Login, and that'll take you to this page. Username, password. You click Login, and you are in the administrative area. Once you get back here, you can see again, with just a few exceptions, I'm not able to change the charity name. I'm not able to change the chamber that the charity is associated with. I can change pretty much everything else anytime that I want to. Contact information, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, website, donate link, username, password, contact info. I can even change my categories from time to time. I can expand and change my description as well as my mission. I simply click Save Changes and it's done. It's live automatically and appears in the correct way on the charity profile. This is the Modified Charity page. It's essentially your home page in the charity admin area. Additionally, you have a few other functions and places that you can go. If you need to add a new charity logo, obviously you can go back in here. You can also do that from the other page. Really, the three areas that you'll probably be most interested in is how do I add items or add item needs, how do I add volunteer needs, and how do I add events. And those are all done here. So if I wanted to click on Add Items Needed, I would click here, put in the title of the item, and then go ahead and put in as much information and detail about that as possible. I click Add, and I'm done. That's it. Very straightforward. And that need would then show up in your profile page here, item need. This was the title, wish list, and when I click on that, I can see all of the detail they put in. If I want to respond to that, I click on the email, and it pre-populates what it is that I'm interested in, and I can go and put my contact info and follow up with them at that point. But again, you control this information. We'll go back to the administrative area here. If I want to just list the item needs, I can click here and I see, okay, we only have one item need. And again, they did it kind of as a wish list with a lot of information here rather than individual titles and detail. But I can click add a new item here, and it basically takes me back to this functionality here. Add volunteer posting, again, very similar. Same thing, title, description, add. If I want to list those volunteer needs that I currently have, I can view them here. I can click modify and delete, or I can add a new one as well from this page. Okay, so those are really the key areas, and keep in mind that you know, these are what will trigger, they'll be triggered by people's browsing. They'll come in, they'll browse for item needs, and then they'll choose certain categories of charities, and they'll come across your needs, whether they be volunteer or item. Or they may come in directly, just choose to browse the charities, and they'll find your charity, and they'll want to take a look at your needs that you have outstanding. But keep in mind, the more descriptive the title, the better, because also, again, once a week, every Monday, an email will go out automatically to all who have put their email address in to view the most current item and volunteer needs. And so as that's going out, your charity is going to become known, and your needs are going to become known to a huge amount of people that perhaps aren't even familiar with your charitable organization. And so the more description and you can offer in your needs, and the more descriptive the title, probably the better. As we scroll down, we see event list and add new event. And again, this is you as a charity, once you're approved, have the ability to post something on that event calendar. And that doesn't go into a pending status to be approved or anything else. So it's a wonderful tool. The chamber has the right to modify those things or even delete them if you abuse the privilege, but we prefer to give the charity that exact or that direct access. So as you come in, type in the title, the description of the event itself, start date, start time, end date, end time, and then any image associated with it. Click add. That's it. You're off and running. If I want to go ahead and click on event list, all right, Dysart currently doesn't have any events that they've listed in part of the calendar. But if they did, they'd show up in this area here. Anytime I want to, I can go back to the modify charity area. So really the main places that you're going to find yourself are in the modify charity. And again, any information that I change here will be changed here. So this outer edge here, okay? And then any information that I change on the add items, add volunteer, those will appear down here. The donate link is always here and very visible. And of course, if I don't have a Twitter or a YouTube account set up here, then those icons will not show up, as they're currently not doing for Dysart, but they do have Facebook and a donate link. Okay, so that gives you a good overview of the system and an ability to get in and make some changes. And again, once you're approved by the Chamber of Commerce, you'll have immediate full access to all of this. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure you don't leave postings in there that are no longer relevant, or items needed that you no longer need. Whenever possible, add multiple titles rather than a single title with a whole bunch of things listed. It'll grab the attention of the browsers and the people that are taking a look at things a little bit more effectively. You as charities, again, you can always contact your Chamber of Commerce to help you out, but if you have a technical issue of any kind, something not working or it's not functioning correctly, or if you have questions, please never hesitate to contact us at support@chamberforgood.com. We want to help you out. We want to see your charity receive a great deal of visibility and to receive some new giving relationships, and so does your Chamber of Commerce. If you ever have questions, please let us know, and thank you and best of luck.